Thank you, Liam. Now, folks, I don't know if you've checked your calendars, but today does happen to be Monday, which is why it's time for Meal Prep Monday with probably one of my most anticipated guests that we've had so far.
Yeah, Tyler has been building this up all morning, and rightfully so. Today, we are joined by Jim from Chappie's.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for being here.
So, Jim, what did you bring today? I can smell it, but for our viewers who can't smell the screens right now.
So I try to create a one-pot meal, something
Okay.
you can do at home. Put in your oven before you go to work, and then when you get home with the kids, it's pretty much ready to go. Maybe boil some potatoes for mashed potatoes. But we're going to do some boneless short ribs. And we're just going to braise them down in some red wine and some beef stock with a little mirepoix, some fresh herbs, and let that go all day. You can put it in the oven in the morning, 250, and you get home and it's set to go.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a great way to start the week. Not have to worry about when you get home from work, stressing out about cooking a meal or getting the kids home from sports or whatever. So yeah,
Absolutely. A perfect thing for busy parents or just busy people in
Busy
general.
news anchors.
yeah.
Busy news anchors.
busy news anchors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And right now, we do have our stove on.
Yep.
What is this for?
So I'm going to show you. We're just how we're going to set this up.
Okay.
We're just going to season our short ribs, a little salt and pepper. You want to season pretty generously.
That was so smooth.
Yeah,
oh
see,
my
this
goodness.
is how you know he's a pro.
So, and we have some olive oil going in our Dutch oven.
Okay.
And we're just going to take our shanks, or our short ribs rather, and put them right in there. And you're going to want to get a good sear on them. You want a nice crust on them.
There you go. Now, you mentioned shanks right there. Freudian slip, we'll call it, because before the break, or before we started here, we were talking about how there is some versatility here in exactly what you're using.
You could use short ribs, you could use a pork shank, you could use a lamb shank, but anything that you're going to put in the pot, braise down, let go all day, and when you come home, it's going to be beautiful fork tender. And then you can also utilize this if you have leftovers the next day to make a soup, to make a cottage pie, like a pot pie kind of deal with all your root vegetables. But this utilizes a lot of good root vegetables, stuff that you're going to have in the wintertime. It's a very hearty meal, and it's delicious. We use this a lot in our catering when we do big events. People love short ribs. It's one that holds very well. It's one that presents very well.
Yeah.
It's a favorite of ours.
It does
And
smell
so
good.
once you start searing your whatever you're using, whatever protein it is, you're going to want to add some onion. A little bit of carrots. And this is going to help you build your base to make a gravy or a sauce afterwards. I love fresh aromatics. I have some rosemary and some thyme here, some fresh garlic. We're just going to put that right in.
There you go.
And let that sear off for a little while. And then once you sear it on both sides, you're going to add some red wine and some beef bone broth. Cover it up. Throw it in your oven, go to work and do your thing,
There you go.
come home, and you're set to go.
Because this is a recipe. Now, when I see like braised short rib, as a novice cook to say the least here, scary. It's a scary thought, but as we're seeing...
If you think about it, all you're doing is you're cooking that meat in a liquid at a low temperature, nice, low and slow, allowing the meat to break down, allowing the fats to come out, the connective tissue, if you will, to break down and become soft. And it's actually a great way to do things and an easy way to throw it in your oven and walk away.
Yeah, very easy. Much easier than I would think my first time. Now, before we go, because we do have to go to the break soon, before we end up tasting what is, blessing my nostrils, where can people find more information about what you've got going on?
So you can look at our website, chappies.mce, our Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. We're in the process of putting a new kitchen in at Bright Ideas Brewery in Westfield. We're pretty excited about that. We have an Italian pizza oven coming, so we're going to do some wood-fired pizzas and some neat things. But we also take our trailer out to different locations, different breweries. We do corporate catering, corporate lunches, weddings, so...
We can find you anywhere.
Lots of opportunities.
We're hustling. We're trying to, really get a name for ourselves out there. So
absolutely. Well, Jim, thank you so much for joining us for this segment right here. Can't wait. Stick around until 8 so you can see the finished product that we have here. And yeah, Jim, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be right back. Good morning, and I'm sure I'm not alone here. It's Meal Prep Monday, and today's, you can't smell it through your screen, but if you could, you'd be beelining to our station right now.
Yeah, you are definitely not the only one waiting for this. And we have a special guest from Chappie's here as well. Walk us through all of this.
So again, we braised some short ribs. It's one of those meals that you can put in the morning or at night, let it go all day, get home, make some quick mashed potatoes, some roasted carrots, and a little gravy to go with it, and you're good to go. If there's leftovers, you definitely can turn this into a stew or a cottage pie, something similar to like a pot pie with the beef and the carrots and stuff, and some nice root vegetables. So, yeah. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very versatile here. It's easy to make too, as we saw in the first half hour. While I take my first bite of this, could you just walk us through what it's like to really put this thing together?
So again, you know, at Chappie's we do full service catering. We do a lot of it, whether it be a corporate event, weddings, things like that. But again, we just, you know, we're searing off the protein, whether it be a short rib or a pork shank or a lamb shank. And then we're putting it in the oven with some braisable liquids, some aromatics, and letting it go and just let it do its thing.
And really, as I just took a small bite right there, no resistance at all when you put your, and that's, I feel like one of the things that comes with braising the short rib.
Correct.
Small.
Yeah, for TV, a small bite. Wait till you see the real bite after.
Yeah, that's the great thing about braising any meat is you're cooking it very slow for a long period of time. It has a chance to break down and become very tender. So yeah, it's definitely delicious, and we get a lot of positive feedback with our catering with this dish in particular. It's definitely a good one-pot meal, something you can do and not have to worry about and stand over the stove and do whatever you need to be doing.
And you said this holds really well too, right?
Absolutely, and it reheats very well as well.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yep.
So you guys aren't just Chappie's specifically, obviously. You guys aren't just a mobile culinary experience. I do love that phrase, but you're also working on getting established in a physical location.
Correct.
Right?
We use the trailer a lot. We go to a lot of different breweries. We have friends all over Western Mass that we love to go to their breweries. We go to Skyline. We go to Westfield River, Tin Bridge. But our home base will be Red Ideas, where our kitchen is going in. But we do private parties. We do private dinners without the trailer. We go to corporate events with the trailer. We literally, one of our things that we really like to focus on is we're able to create a menu for you. We're not just a burger and hot dog operation. I can create something very basic to something very sophisticated, and we like to bring that to the people. We like to showcase our food and what we like to do, so yeah, it's been good, and it's a lot of work, but we're hoping to continue to showcase what Chappie's does.
That is so awesome. And for those of you who are not as fortunate as Tyler and I to have been able to taste this, how would you describe it?
Well, the meat's very tender. It's juicy because it's been braised down. The sauce that I made is a very rich red wine demi, but again, you could make any type of gravy, and it's really what you like to do. It's what, if you like the aromatics, if you like more garlic, the flavors that you like, but it's something simple that you can put together, put in the oven, and walk away from, and come home and have a wonderful meal.
Absolutely.
It's like the culinary version of a blanket and lighting a couple candles.
Pretty much. It's definitely comfort. It's definitely comfort food for this time of year. So
now we're going to have this full recipe online, and also, of course, you'll be able to find Chappie's in any of their locations and as well on their Facebook website. We'll link all that. So stick with us. We have more news and weather coming up in our next half hour or 15 minutes.
There we go. We'll be right back, everyone.